Hi, hello, and welcome to our channel Chemistry. This is Anil. Today we are going to learn about magnetic properties of solids. Solids, when kept in a magnetic field, when solids are kept in magnetic field, depending on the behavior, solids are broadly classified into 5 different categories. They are diamagnetic substances, paramagnetic substances, ferromagnetic substances, antiferromagnetic substances, and ferrimagnetic substances. When solids are kept in a magnetic field, depending on the behavior, solids are broadly classified into 5 different categories. They are diamagnetic substances, paramagnetic substances, ferromagnetic substances, antiferromagnetic substances, and ferrimagnetic substances. Let us try to understand one by one. First, let us try to understand about diamagnetic substances. Solids which kept under magnetic field, if they get repelled, they are called as diamagnetic substances. That means when you kept this diamagnetic substance in the magnetic field, they get repelled. Why they get repelled? What is the reason behind this? Diamagnetic substances are repelled by the magnetic field because of absence of unpaired electrons. When there are no unpaired electrons are present, then solids will not be attracted by the magnetic field, so they are called as diamagnetic substances. Example for diamagnetic substances are sodium chloride and zinc. These are the very good examples of diamagnetic substances. Now let us try to understand about paramagnetic substances. These are the solids which kept under magnetic field, they get attracted by the magnetic field, they are called as paramagnetic substances. Paramagnetic substances means solids which get attracted by the magnetic field, they are called as paramagnetic substances. Example for paramagnetic substances, is Fe+2. Now you are going to get a doubt why they are attracted by the magnetic field. Paramagnetic substances are attracted by the magnetic field because of presence of at least one unpaired electron. Because of presence of at least one unpaired electrons, they get attracted by the magnetic field. Now, how to find the strength of this attraction made by the magnetic field because of this paramagnetic substances? The strength of the magnetic field can be expressed using magnetic moment. This magnetic moment is indicated with mu, and this magnetic moment is expressed in Bohr magnetons. Simply we are going to indicate as Bm. What is the formula to find the magnetic moment? The magnetic moment can be found using the formula mu is equal to square root of n into n plus 2. Mu is equal to square root of n into n plus 2. What is n here? Where n is nothing but number of unpaired electrons. Where n is a number of unpaired electrons. Let us take a simple example. How we are going to solve the magnetic moment of any substance. Let us take the simple example. Calculate the magnetic moment of Cu+2 ion. How we are going to calculate the magnetic moment? Magnetic moment can be calculated by using formula mu is equal to square root of n into n plus 2. What is n here? N is nothing but number of unpaired electrons. Now let us try to find out how many unpaired electrons are there in Cu plus 2 ion. Now in order to know the number of unpaired electrons, let us take the element copper. Copper atomic number is 29. We can write the electronic configuration as argon 4s2 3d9. Here we have taken Cu plus 2 ion. The problem is given as Cu plus 2 ion. So Cu plus 2 ion means the 2 electrons from 4s will be lost. So we are going to write as argon 4s0 3d9. If you write in the orbital diagram, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 9 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many unpaired electrons are there? Only one unpaired electron is there. So here the n value is equal to 1. Substitute here. Then mu is equal to square root of 1 into 1 plus 2. That is root 3, whose value is approximately 1.414. What are the units of Bohr magnetic moment? The units of magnetic moments are Bohr magnetons. This is how we are going to solve the problem when it is asked to calculate the magnetic moment. So magnetic moment is calculated by using formula mu is equal to square root of n into n plus 2. In order to understand about ferromagnetic substances, ferrimagnetic substances and anti-ferromagnetic substances, we have to know about a new term, that is domain. What is domain? Group of metal ions is called as a domain. A group of metal ions is called as a domain. Generally, these domains are indicated by arrow. Now, let us try to understand about ferromagnetic substances. What is ferromagnetic substances? Solids which are strongly attracted by the magnetic field. Solids which are strongly attracted by the magnetic field, they are called as ferromagnetic substances. Example for ferromagnetic substance is iron, nickel are the very good examples of ferromagnetic substances. Now let us try to understand this ferromagnetic substances in terms of domains. In general, these domains are aligned in different directions. But whenever an external magnetic field is applied, in case of, let us consider in this direction I had applied the external magnetic field. Whenever an external magnetic field is applied, all the domains are aligned in the direction of magnetic field. What happens means, even though if you remove this external magnetic field also, they get attract the other substances. I think in our 10th class you have already learned, when you take a iron nail and when you coil that iron nail with copper and switch on when current is passed, after some time the iron is behaving as a magnet. The reason is very simple. Whenever external magnetic field is applied, all the domains get aligned in the direction of a magnetic field. Iron, when you rub a iron rod with magnet, after some time what happens? The iron rod itself behaves as magnet because of the same reason. That means whenever external magnetic field is applied, all the domains are aligned in the direction of magnetic field. That's why these ferromagnetic substances are strongly attracted by magnetic field. Now let us try to understand about anti-ferromagnetic substances. Anti-ferromagnetic substances. Anti-ferromagnetic substances are the solids which are repelled by the magnetic field. Something like diamagnetic substances. The examples for antiferromagnetic substance are Mn2O, MnO and MnO2, etc. Now let us try to understand these antiferromagnetic substances in terms of domains. As I had already said earlier, in a solid the domains are aligned in various directions. Now if you take an antiferromagnetic substance and apply the external magnetic field to it, what happens? Whenever you apply an external magnetic field to it, what happens? Observe carefully here. What you had observed? You can observe clearly that the number of domains aligned in the direction of magnetic field and the number of domains aligned opposite to the direction of magnetic field are becoming equal. The last one, that is ferrimagnetic substances. These are the solids which are weakly attracted by the magnetic field. Solids which are weakly attracted by magnetic field are called as ferrimagnetic substances. Example for ferrimagnetic substance is Fe3O4. Now let us try to understand these ferrimagnetic substances in terms of domain theory. See, as I had already said earlier, when no external magnetic field is applied, the domains are aligned in a zigzag manner. Now, when I apply the external magnetic field, what happens? See, when external magnetic field is applied, what happens means, no. Some of the domains are aligned in the direction of magnetic field and some of the domains are aligned opposite to the direction of magnetic field. But when you see the net result, the domains which are aligned in the direction of magnetic field are more than the number of domains which are aligned opposite to the direction of magnetic field. That's why they are weakly attracted by the magnetic field. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.